or welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie. If you don't know me, welcome back to another video on the Lin Lin Beauty Monster Mash series. If you're new, welcome. Monster Mash is just a series that I do during Halloween. The whole month of October I'll be uploading different videos here, also on Instagram, but I am uploading them here on YouTube as well on Sundays. Usually those will come up. So if you want to see how I created this look, this kind of witchy weird look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, welcome to another video on the Lin Lin Beauty Monster Mash series. Today's video we are going to do 3 different looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a very easy witch look, then I'll move on to something more less easy, I guess, and then the hardest one at the end, which I think they're all going to be pretty easy. I'm just going to keep adding on to whatever I already have. So if you guys don't have enough time to just do something very hard on your face, you can obviously do something very simple, and that's what we're gonna start off with. So first, what I'm gonna do is put this on my face. I don't believe that I'm gonna add paint. It's gonna be more like eyeshadows for this one, maybe some paint in the last look that I have in mind. So where I'll do this one, and just so I have that skin prepped anyways. First we're going to start with eyebrows, and eyebrows I'm just going to do black eyebrows. So we're going to be using this guy over here, Mehron makeup palette here, and you guys can see I really have used this. So we're going to go ahead and use that for the brows. So I'm going to use just the black in there to do my eyebrows, and I'm just going to try to do them like more pointy than I usually do. Bring them up a little bit more, because you guys know witches have like that, you know, that snatched eyebrow. So let me start off with that first. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that real quick here. Brush up my eyebrow hairs, and then just go in with this, shape them how I want them to look. I'm not gonna block them off because my hairs are like right there. So I think once the look is done and stuff, you won't be really able to see those hairs there. They're a little more pointy than what they usually are, and that's exactly what I'm going for. Just gonna grab my spoolie here and brush up those brows there. Just trying to make sure that from far away they look okay. If we need to clean them up later, we can. Usually just clean it up with concealer, or I can use one of these cream things from this palette. So I'm gonna go off camera, do the other eyebrow just like this one, or trying to make it just like this one. We'll be right back and do the rest of the look. Okay, we are back with those bold black brows. So now we're gonna go ahead and just do the face here. Just gonna use this one. This is the Dior Face and Body Foundation. Gotta shake this one, it's very liquidy. Just gonna place it here on the back of my hand and just put it on like I normally would with a brush, just to make the skin all even, one color. Alrighty, what I like about this foundation, it is very light since we are going to be adding more stuff on top of it. I like that it's light and it's not super crazy coverage. It is a matte, which is okay for these Halloween looks. I don't mind that, because the creams, when you work with creams a lot, obviously they're going to get very oily on your face. So I don't mind having this more matte foundation on. When I think of witch and witch colors, I think of green, purple, black. So we are going to be incorporating that into the eye look. And for the first part, it's just going to be very simple eyeshadow look. Probably add like a little dot or something so it looks like a wart kind of thing, because we're not using any prosthetics. Obviously it's supposed to be an easy look. Let's get started here with the eyes. And you know, I had to bring out my Moonspell palette. Just makes sense, witch, Moonspell, spells, and the whole palette has witch names on it from Lunar Beauty. He actually just came out with a new one for this year for Halloween. Just the Moonspell palette volume 2. I did not buy that one because I have way too much stuff, but I do want to use that one. I might use the Hocus Pocus one, maybe. It has like a dark green that we could possibly use, but I don't think I want to do that dark. More of a purpley shade, like green. And I did get this from McGrath. This is her holiday palette, and it looks like this. You guys probably have seen it already, but this is what it looks like. I really want to use this green shade here for the look. Super excited. I'm gonna start using the purples in this palette first. We'll add a little bit of black. I know black is hard for some people to use, so for the first look I won't add too much black, just a little bit, keeping out the look, but I will add a little bit of it. For the rest of them, I probably will add a lot more. Anyways, I'm going to go in with a light purple to start off with, like a purpley pink shade kind of. And just start here. Very light and contained. We're not doing anything crazy for this one, like I said. Just gonna keep it nice and simple here. I am bringing it into the inner corner. And just gonna blow out that color. Keep blending. I'm not gonna add any more, just blend whatever I have on right now. Blend that out. Okay, let me actually bring you in closer. Can you guys actually see me now? See my eye? And of course the outer corner is gonna be the darkest here, so I did add a little bit more on the outer corner, but it's still pretty light. It's not too crazy. And that's how we're gonna leave that color. We're gonna move on. We're gonna do a darker purple now, and that's still gonna start here at the outer corner, still keeping that round shape. And I'm going to pull it in, so just bringing it to the center like that. And I'm gonna do a halo eye kind of, so I'm gonna bring that purple shade in the inner corner and do the same thing, just round it out and bring it into the center where it almost is meeting the purple on this side. So just blending those in. Now I really want to bring in that green from the McGrath palette, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do it with my finger. I haven't used this palette yet at all, so I'm gonna use this one right here and grab it with my finger, and I'm super excited. Put it on my lid. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna bring it up, all the way up, almost close to my eyebrow. Wow, look at that shimmer. It's so pretty. Wow. Okay, so I brought it all the way up there. Fading it out, I don't want it like super shiny up there. Just enough. Bringing it mostly down in the bottom here. And there. Ugh, it looks so pretty. There we go. Oh my god, that's such a cool color. I'm gonna go in with a purple a little bit, that darker purple, and just clean it up a little bit here on the outer part. Like that. I do want to bring a little bit of depth into the outer corner of that. So now I'm going to go into a black shadow, and black shadow will work just here on the outer corner to deepen out that purple a little bit. Just right there in the outer part. And then going back in with the purple to blend it. I'm going to do the same thing here. And I barely put any in there. And I'm just going to grab the purple again and blend that out. Don't worry too much about the inner corner because we'll put a different color in there. And so now I'm going to bring that purple down to the lower lash line. And I'm just doing it with this big fluffy brush because I do want it smoked out. I want it to go down for that smoky effect on the lower lash line. And I am bringing it pretty down there. You guys see that? And then on the lash line, I'm just going to put a black eyeliner. I'm using this one from NYX. This is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. There we go. Then I also want to add that lighter purple that we first used and smoke out the rest of that underneath the darker purple. And then in the inner corner, I'm going to use this purpley shade right here. And I'm gonna just pop that in the inner corner right there. Super pretty. There we go. Before I do the other side, I'm gonna add a little bit of bronzer just to bring some color to the face. You can do just your normal makeup too if you wanted to do that. Do blush. I would suggest probably a pinky, purpley base blush if you're wanting to do that. I'm just gonna do a bronzer, like I said, to bring a color to the face, because I'm gonna add more to this to make it a harder look or a different witch look. It's not really that hard. I guess we'll see what I mean. But I'm just adding some bronzer to this face. Not too much, just enough to bring color back into it, give you some dimension to your face. That is what I'm doing with this. I'm not gonna add blush to this just because I'm gonna be adding more stuff, but you can add more blush if you want to. I'm gonna use the shade that I use for the inner corner here, this one, as a highlighter type of thing. You guys see that? Very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera, do the other eye and the rest of the face here. We'll be back with the lip and we'll move on to look number 2 afterwards, so stay tuned. So I am back with the other eye done and that highlighter on. We're gonna move on to lippies, and this is from NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the shade Bursive Socialite, and it is a purple. You can definitely just wear a wearable one. It is Halloween though, so you might want to do something more fun, right? So we're gonna go in with this one. Now that we have the lips done, the eyes done, everything else looking nice, and you do, I mean, these are pretty witchy colors to me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add mascara. We got that down. Now we're just gonna add little touches here and there for this. I'm not gonna add a wart obviously because I don't have any like prosthetics, and that is not anything easy about doing prosthetics, so I'm not doing that. But we're gonna add our little, I don't know, was it a birthmark, a freckle, I don't know, whatever it's called, but we're gonna add one right here. A mole, I guess you would call it. A mole? I don't know, a mole there. And we'll do one here. Alright guys, so this is look number 1. You can add little stars to this. You can add anything that you think it's witchy, you can add to it. I'm obviously not wearing like a shirt or anything that'll like make the look complete because it's a red shirt. You can add a black shirt, you can add a purple shirt, a green shirt, anything pretty much that's Halloweeny to you or that reminds you of a witch. Go ahead and add that to it. I'm gonna move on to the next look, look number 2, and add more stuff to this to make it a little more witchy, sure. So we're gonna go and move on to the eyes here. I am gonna take the little wart thing that I have on here, take it off, and just go in with my brush again. And then the highlighter brush. Make sure everything's still the same as it was before. Now I'm gonna go into this palette again, and I'm gonna go into that dark purple shade again, and I'm gonna bring that out a little bit. So you guys see I brought it out a little bit more, and I'm also bringing it down a little more here, just kind of flicking it out there like this until it ends right there. And I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade as well just to blend out this purple, so bringing it more up higher to my brow like that. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more of that here so it looks even on both sides. Same thing with the lighter purple, so we can blend out the darker purple like that. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of black to this. With this little one, I'm going to expand that black out, and I'm just flicking it at the end, so kind of just going like that to it. You guys see that? And then just forming it around the eye like a V shape and flicking that black out, making it just a tad bit darker. I'm gonna go back in with that darker purple and just go over that black a little bit to blend it. And then the purple I'm just leaving over here. I am going to grab more of that black eyeliner and try to bring it down a little bit more. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring the black down with this. Try to, we'll see how it looks. Kind of like dragging that out. Then I'll just go in with my finger, line it up a little bit more. And then I'm gonna do a few more just like that. I am smudging that out a little bit. Then with this eyeliner, I'm gonna kind of do little tiny squiggles underneath of that. Then I'm just gonna tap that out so it doesn't look too liney on there. I am gonna get a little bit of paint of the purple one from my Mehron palette, and I'm gonna grab a paintbrush like this and put purple ones coming down too. And then I'm just gonna tap these out too, like that. So you can definitely see the difference between this one and this one. Obviously we have a little bit more going on here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this to this eye and I will be right back. Alright, so now that I added this, can leave it this way. This would be look number 2. You can add lashes to this if you'd like to. Again, change the shirt of course, is something more appropriate for you, whatever that looks like. And this is what the eye look would look like for look number 2. I won't do anything with the lips because we're just gonna keep it simple since everything is crazy up here. For look number 3 though, we are gonna add something to the lips, and that's what's gonna make this look number 3. So let's move on to that. So I'm gonna start by making the center of my lips black. Like that. I am gonna remove the little whatever this is here. Okay, I want to go in with a little bit of green around the lips, and I'm gonna like flick it out a little bit. You guys will see. Kind of around here. I know it looks crazy right now because I just have green around my mouth, but we are going to make like little squiggly lines kind of thing. I might use some longer than others, not so long obviously. Okay, so there is the mouth part done. We're gonna add a little bit more to the face here. I am gonna use that same green eyeshadow on the face. So you have some green around the face. And now I am going to grab a little bit of the purple highlighter that I used, which was just an eyeshadow, and also use that green that I used on the lid, maybe as a highlighter too. I'm gonna add a little bit more, a ton more actually. One last touch to this is going to be the little moon thing on the forehead. That does not look the best, but I'm gonna clean it up. Alright, well that's not the best one, but that's what I'm gonna leave it at. And then I'm going to add little dots here. There we go. And now I'm just gonna tease the hair a little bit. Make it look a little bit messy. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright guys, this is the finished look for look number 3. We did add a lot more, but this is my finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. It's more of an easy, just add stuff as you go kind of look. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and that if you recreate any of these, even the easiest one, I mean I wouldn't say it's really hard. All you're adding is pretty squiggly lines everywhere and then this horrible half moon type thing on your forehead. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next one. Toodles!